Welcome to College Briefing. The content of the briefing includes emergency services at Kitimat Hospital suspended for 2 days in BC's latest ER closure. Accounting graduates drop by highest percentage in years. Pupil absence 60% higher than pre-pandemic levels. Taylor Swift, Barbie, Beyoncé leading certain brand of feminism. Number 8 Oregon at number 7 Washington highlights the week in Pac-12 football. Emergency services at Kitimat Hospital suspended for 2 days in BC's latest ER closure. CBC. The emergency department at Kitimat General Hospital in British Columbia is to close for the rest of the week due to staff shortages, according to Northern Health. The authority said it did not know when the facility would reopen, and recommended residents look to its Facebook page for updates. Northern Health faced similar problems in July, when the hospital had to suspend its emergency services for a few days. Accounting graduates drop by highest percentage in years. Wall Street Journal. The number of U.S. students completing accounting degrees has dropped significantly, leading to a shortage of accountants as more workers retire. The American Institute of Certified Public Accountants reported that the number of students earning a bachelor's degree in accounting fell 7.8% in the 2021 to 2022 academic year, while those earning a master's degree dropped 6.4%. Overall, the number of accounting graduates with either degree declined 7.4% to 65,305. The decline is due to factors such as low salaries, the requirement of 150 college credit hours for a certified public accountant license, and the allure of other industries like tech and banking. However, enrollment projections for the new academic year suggest an improvement in the number of future accounting graduates. Pupil absence 60% higher than pre-pandemic levels. Telegraph. Pupil absences in state schools in England are over 60% higher than before the pandemic, despite the Education Secretary's call for children to return to school. According to figures from the Department for Education, 2.1% of pupils were absent without permission in the first month of the new school term, up from 1.3% in autumn 2019 and 1.8% last year. The figures exclude children missing school due to illness. The high rate of unauthorized absence is despite Gillian Keegan urging pupils to return to school in September. Separate figures show that 1 in 3 7-year-olds are failing to meet expected reading, writing and math standards after lockdown. Taylor Swift, Barbie, Beyoncé leading certain brand of feminism. Yahoo! The year 2023 has seen a cultural shift with icons like Taylor Swift, Greta Gerwig's Barbie movie, and Beyoncé inspiring female empowerment in modern media and driving consumer spending. Marcus Collins, a marketing professor at the University of Michigan, believes that people are not consuming these media milestones because of what they are, but because of who they are. Consumers are drawn to these cultural icons because they align with their own worldview and values. Number 8 Oregon at number 7 Washington highlights the week in Pac-12 football. Associated Press. Number 8 Oregon will face off against number 7 Washington in a highly anticipated Pac-12 game. This will be the final Pac-12 meeting between the two teams, as they will both be joining the Big Ten next season. The Ducks have a balanced offense, ranking 9th in rushing yards per game, 10th in passing, and 2nd in scoring. The Huskies have been impressive in the passing game, averaging over 400 passing yards per game. In another Pac-12 matchup, number 18 UCLA will take on number 15 Oregon State. UCLA has a strong rushing defense, allowing only 65.6 yards per game. Oregon State has the conference's leading rusher in Damian Martinez. Ambitious research yields new atlas of human brain cells. Reuters. Scientists have created a detailed atlas of over 3,300 types of cells found in the human brain, a resource that may help identify the causes of neurological disease and enable the development of new treatments. The research, supported by the U.S. National Institutes of Health, also included studies of the brains of chimpanzees, gorillas, rhesus monkeys and marmosets, identifying differences between the species. The study revealed that cellular diversity is concentrated in older parts of the brain rather than the neocortex, which is responsible for higher cognitive functions. Shift workers are often hungrier and can gain more weight than employees with regular schedules, new study finds. The Toronto Star. Working night shifts can lead to weight gain due to hormones that regulate appetite being out of sync with the sleep-wake cycle, according to new research by the University of Bristol. The study, which was carried out on rats, found that their calorie intake increased by 460% when they should have been asleep. The findings have implications for shift workers, who may become overweight or develop diabetes, and could lead to the development of new therapeutics. Scientists count huge melts in many protective Antarctic ice shelves. Trillions of tons of ice lost. Associated Press. A study published in Science Advances has found that 68 of Antarctica's 162 ice shelves have shrunk significantly between 1997 and 2021, with 28 of those losing over half their ice. For glaciers lost over 1 trillion tons of ice, and in total, the ice shelves lost around 8.3 trillion tons, 7.5 trillion metric tons, of ice over the 25-year period. The researchers found that the Wardai ice shelf, which holds back 4 glaciers on the Antarctic Peninsula, had lost 87% of its remaining mass since 1997. Russia attacks East Ukraine stronghold of Avdiivka. BBC. Russian troops have launched a major offensive on the town of Avdiivka in eastern Ukraine. The attack involves 3 battalions and around 2,000 troops, and is the largest-scale attack in the area in recent years. Avdiivka is seen as a gateway to the city of Donetsk, and by capturing it, Russia could push the front line away. The town has become a symbol of Ukrainian resistance and has been continuously bombed for the past 3 days, damaging residential areas and infrastructure. Russia is also launching attacks on other parts of the front line in eastern Ukraine. Washington State is the latest to weigh bar exam alternative. Reuters. Washington State is considering allowing law graduates to practice without taking the bar exam, in an effort to address racial disparities in bar exam pass rates and increase access to legal services in underserved communities. The proposed alternative licensing program offers several options for admission, including an apprenticeship program and completion of skills coursework and hands-on legal work. The Washington Supreme Court has not yet taken formal action on the proposal but is seeking public input. Other states, including Oregon, California, Minnesota, Nevada, and Utah, are also considering alternatives to the bar exam. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Dr. Six, your resident observer from the 6 dimensions. It's time for a quick recap of today's news highlights. In British Columbia, the emergency department at Kitimat General Hospital has been forced to close due to staff shortages. This is not the first time the hospital has faced such problems, and the closure raises concerns about access to emergency services in the region. Moving on to education, the number of accounting graduates in the U.S. has dropped significantly, leading to a shortage of accountants as more workers retire. Low salaries and the allure of other industries like tech and banking are among the factors contributing to this decline. However, there are hopes for improvement in the number of future accounting graduates in the coming academic year. Pupil absences in state schools in England are soaring, with rates over 60% higher than before the pandemic. Despite calls for children to return to school, many are still absent without permission. This is concerning, as it suggests that the impact of the pandemic on education is far from over. In the world of pop culture, icons like Taylor Swift, Greta Gerwig's Barbie movie, and Beyoncé are leading a certain brand of feminism in modern media. These cultural milestones are inspiring female empowerment and resonating with consumers who share similar values. Sports enthusiasts will be excited for the upcoming Pac-12 football game between number 8 Oregon and number 7 Washington. This will be their final meeting in the Pac-12 before both teams move to the Big Ten. It's sure to be an exciting matchup. In the realm of science, researchers have created a detailed atlas of human brain cells, which may help identify the causes of neurological diseases and aid in the development of new treatments. This ambitious research also revealed differences between species, shedding light on the cellular diversity of the brain. Shift workers beware. A new study has found that working night shifts can lead to weight gain due to disruptions in appetite-regulating hormones. This research has implications for shift workers' health and may lead to the development of new therapeutics. On the global stage, a major offensive by Russian troops is underway in Avdiivka, eastern Ukraine. This attack, involving 3 battalions and around 2,000 troops, is the largest-scale attack in the area in recent years. The town of Avdiivka has become a symbol of Ukrainian resistance and is currently under intense bombardment. Lastly, Washington State is considering allowing law graduates to practice without taking the bar exam. This alternative licensing program aims to address racial disparities in bar exam pass rates and increase access to legal services in underserved communities. Several other states are also considering alternatives to the bar exam. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour of today's news. Now, it's time for your thoughts. What do you make of these stories? Are you surprised by the decline in accounting graduates or the high rate of pupil absences? Do you have any burning questions? I'm here to listen, so let's dive into the discussion. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.